Thank you, Neil. Here's what's happening in the region. Members of Venezuela's National Guard have been arrested after they allegedly revolted against the government of President Nicolas Maduro, the Defense Ministry said in a statement. Videos posted on social media showed the officers calling for the removal from office of President Maduro. The men reportedly seized weapons from a National Guard command post in Caracas. According to the BBC, footage also shows residents and security forces clashing in the area. Footage shared on opposition websites shows residents of the neighborhood taking to the streets in protest at the government in the wake of the overnight incident. Venezuelans have been suffering from power and water cuts, as well as severe shortages of food and medicines for years. According to United Nations figures, 3 million have left the country in recent years. Trinidad and Tobago's Assistant Commissioner of Police, Jason Ford, who is in charge of anti-crime operations, is assuring that the recent spate of murders will be solved. According to the Newsday, he also expressed concern over these senseless killings, which has pushed the murder toll to 30 for the year. Ford said there were 38 murders recorded during the same period last year, and he is hoping with new anti-crime strategies being put in place, the murders will not increase. Between Friday night and Sunday afternoon, there were 6 murders in Trinidad and Tobago. January and December are considered 2 of the bloodiest months, according to police statistics. Even as Jamaica accounts for one of the highest rates of lupus worldwide, Jamaican doctors are not equipped to properly diagnose the autoimmune disease because of the unavailability of a particular type of testing equipment on the island. As such, samples therefore have to be sent to the United States, the Observer reported. The newspaper quoted rheumatologist Dr. Desiree Tulloch-Reid, who is president of the Lupus Foundation of Jamaica. She said the estimated prevalence for lupus in Jamaica is as high as 1 in 250 people. Internationally, British Prime Minister Theresa May sought to break the parliamentary deadlock over Brexit on Monday by proposing to seek further concessions from the European Union on a plan to prevent customs checks on the Irish border. According to Reuters, with little time left until the United Kingdom is due to leave the EU on March 29, there is no agreement in London on how and even whether it should leave the world's biggest trading bloc, and a growing chance of a dramatic no-deal exit with no provisions to soften the economic shock. After her Brexit divorce deal with Brussels was rejected by lawmakers last Tuesday, the biggest defeat in modern British history, May has been searching for a way to get a deal through. Democratic Senator Kamala Harris says she will run for president in the 2020 election, the 8th name to join the battle for the party's nomination. The California senator, who was elected in 2016, previously served as the state's attorney general. The 52-year-old, a vocal critic of President Donald Trump, is described as a rising star within the party, the BBC reported. The 2020 Democratic presidential primary will be the first time more than one woman competes for the party's nomination. The race is already thought to be record-breaking, with 4 women candidates running national campaigns. Securing the nomination would make Senator Harris the first African-American woman to be a major party nominee for the presidency. And that brings us to the end of regional and international headlines. Back to you, Neil.